Do more bad Nintendo games. Stop doing Atari reviews.
Holy shit. What the fuck is wrong with people? Atari, Nintendo, they're all video games. Oh, alright. You want shitty Nintendo games? I'll give you shitty Nintendo games, you spoiled fucking brats. Hey! You guys like wrestling? Well, here's a game about wrestling. WWF King of the Ring. I know what you're thinking. A game made during WWF's prime years. You know, they put a lot of money into it. How can it be bad? Well, it's bad. I mean, what else would you expect from a wrestling game or a fighting game from Nintendo? Nintendo just doesn't do fighting well. Name a good fighting game from Nintendo. Seriously, I can't think of one. There's probably a few, but I honestly can't think of one off the top of my head. And this is not the exception to the rule. This game is shit. Check it out.
Okay, so let's look at WWF King of the Ring. Oh, of course. Need I say more? LJN. Now, it's important to know that the graphics in this game are going to be pretty tight for Nintendo, and there's a specific reason for that. Even the title screen's pretty graphically enhanced. The reason for this is this game was made in 1993. Yeah, a Nintendo game from... I mean, why? It's like making a PlayStation 1 game like in 2007. It's totally out of context. No one was asking for it. People were playing Super Nintendo and Genesis in 1993. It was totally unnecessary. The internet was picking up steam in 1993, I think. You know, maybe a little later, but the internet was happening in 1993 already. Nobody was playing Nintendo in 1993. I mean, on a large scale, obviously. People still play Nintendo. I'm playing it right now. I'm talking about like a big solid market. It was done. So let's check out some gameplay. We're gonna do a simple one-on-one game with a medium difficulty. On hard, the game is very hard if you don't play cheap. And I might show you that later. Now, a great thing about this game is the character stats, okay? Also, you get to play as all your favorite wrestlers from 1993. Shawn Michaels, Mr. Perfect, Razor Ramon. Actually, I don't know who Razor Ramon is. I'm not a big wrestling guy, but I know famous wrestlers, and I've never heard of Razor Ramon. Hey, I'm Razor Ramon. What's going on? Imagine a guy named Razor Ramon was picking up your daughter for the prom. Sup, Pops? The bitch ready to go? My Harley's getting hungry. Both of them. Macho Man Randy... Ooh, yeah! I know this guy, he's real famous. But I'm kind of confused about the strength and speed and stamina thing. Now, Yokozuna, I'd imagine he's a big, fat, I guess, some kind of sumo wrestler. So I understand why his speed is low and he's got a lot of strength, but... I didn't know, like, Macho Man was weak. He only has 4 strength. Then Hulk Hogan has as much strength as Yokozuna. And is Hulk Hogan really 6'8"? I didn't know that. I thought he was smaller than that. And then we got The Undertaker again, not very fast. Bam Bam Bigelow again. And me, of course. I can make myself. Let's just, whatever. The problem is, of course, my character isn't as strong as Bret Hart. He's got like average and everything, and I also don't like the fact that I just have a question mark for a face. That's really strange. Now, I suppose you're wondering how I overpowered him and how I'm going to keep overpowering the CPU. It's really quite simple. You see, I'm using a turbo controller. A turbo controller will basically stand back and spam the hit buttons and watch as the guy fighting you just takes damage. Basically, you hold down the turbo button and every single punch and kick is a force field around your body, not only hurting your opponent, but also pushing him back, making sure he doesn't hit you. The only real discernible way your opponent can win your CPU opponent can win in this game, if you're using a turbo controller, is with clinching. When he clinches you and picks you up and starts, beating you. But just in the stand-up, just punching and kicking, there's no way the CPU can take on someone with a turbo controller. It's just impossible. Look what I mean here. Just constant kick to the balls. He steps away, and another thing, I'm not getting tired. I'm not sure what stamina is for, but apparently it has nothing to do with actual stamina, because I can just keep throwing leg kicks over and over like some kind of insane super ninja. It's unbelievable. Look at this, and I'm just curb stomping his fucking leg. Every kick in the ball knocks this guy out. There's nothing the CPU can do. And this is precisely why, this is the main reason this game is crap. Because you can be very cheap by simply having a turbo controller. And I know you're thinking, well, Stan, what if you don't have a turbo controller? Well, here's me spamming the punch button without a turbo controller. As you can see, the speed is about the same. And again, my stamina is not draining. That's very important to know. There's nothing draining my stamina when I'm throwing punches and kicks. And that is a giant hindrance and makes this game very unrealistic. Without the turbo controller, the game is basically just as easy, but you do have to, hurt your fingers by actually spamming the punches rather than just holding down the button. You can go out of the ring just like in the real WWF, now WWE. But, for 1993, this is not impressive. This is impressive for Nintendo, yes, but again, you have to think about this as a game from 1993, not as a game from Nintendo. Now, let me tell you the biggest problem with this game, and this is a complete... Well, I don't know if it's a complete game ruiner, but it makes the game really boring. The repetitive nature of gameplay. Everyone's attacks are basically the same, just overpowering my opponent, throwing him, clinching him, beating him, and it's doing all of this with the same exact moves. That's very important to note. This game is boring because all the moves are the same. This game is easy because all you can do to win, the easiest way to win, I should say, is to simply spam the punches and kicks. I'd say the kicks are probably way better because of the animation. It's kicks to the balls. Jesus Christ. You can play this game by literally throwing 200 kicks to a guy's balls. I've never seen a wrestling match do that before, but I guess this is fake wrestling. God damn it, Hulk Hogan. You fight so cheap. Constantly kicking to the balls. You know what? I'm happy your daughter is a slut. You deserve that. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.